friends, it's Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. It is July 6th and I am here to do my update back in the craft room. I did not film anything at all yesterday. We were down in Fresno the whole day. It had been my plan to vlog. Unfortunately, the issue with my leg really was at a basic all-time high. I would basically just lay on the recliner, and to make it even worse, like more pathetic, because this isn't pathetic enough, I found the most supportive way to deal with, so I've got a problem in my knee, but also in the whole thigh muscle up to my hip, but it's on like the outside part for the most part, or like the top outside part. Anyways, so to support my knee best, I had it in like a crevice, so I was laying face down on the recliner. It must have been a sight, but I could get out of that position for about 15 minutes at a time before I had to go back to the recliner, so it was really quite pathetic. My mom worked on a paint by numbers. My sister had to go to work for a little while, and then she came back, and we were supposed to play Sims together. But she ended up playing Sims while I was pathetic on the recliner. So yeah, there was no filming at all on the 6th. We got back last night around 2 a.m. Completely exhausted, took care of the dogs. The dogs seemed to have done really well while we were gone, so that is really good. They got to one planner of mine, but it was an old planner, so I don't really care. And of course there was potty accidents to clean up because, well, I mean, they were alone in the house for a day and a half. But otherwise they did great. They scratched up my legs pretty good, being all frantic, like, Mom, we thought you'd never come home. And then we took them outside. They ran around for a little bit, got their energy out, and then we went to bed. And I slept until 11, almost 12. I was so tired. But it is now almost 3. My husband left about half an hour ago to go into work, and he told me he's gonna be there late, which I'm not really surprised about. And so my main focus for today is to finish the quilt tops for my nephew. My niece's is already finished, but so basically to finish my nephew's, and if possible to sandwich both quilts, because if I don't know if my husband's planning to go into the office tomorrow, but if he's here, it's just a little more difficult with the dogs, and he's here and trying to work out sandwiching, because what will happen is I'll have to do it in the bedroom because that's the biggest open space, or I'll have to clear them all out of here, and then they're gonna cry at the door for a while I do this, and that will irritate him. But so it's better to do it while he's gone. And I mean, I get it. The sound of them crying is very irritating, especially when you're trying to work. So, with that said, my plans for right in this moment. I am eating lunch, super unhealthy noodles. And I am going to edit the vlog from the 3rd because that still hasn't been posted. Then I will get that uploaded and continue to work on the quilt top. I have to, again, empty off the table that got cluttered again as we tried to dog-proof this room. So I have to clear it off again, but then I'll work on the quilt top for a little bit, and then once that's uploaded, I will work on editing July 4th's video. So I thought I would, well, at the baseball game, even though it was only in the 90s as opposed to the 100s, it was still too hot to really work on anything. I did 2 rows on the cowl, and that was it. So while editing, I will continue to either work on this or work on the crochet one. I might do the crochet one because, I don't know. I haven't decided which one I'll do. I'll do one while editing. And then work on the quilt top. And then I will edit the 4th video. And then work on getting that uploaded. And then I will continue working on the quilt top. But, so, oh yeah. So I'm going to open the 5th 2 colors. And then later in the day, I'll open the 6. So let's see what we have here. Okay. The 5th is Centaurs. Try to make a guess about colors. I'm real bad at this guessing game. If you've witnessed any of my Vlogmases before, you know I'm bad at the guessing game. The Night Bus was like the obvious one for me. Centaurs. Are they white? So like maybe white with some green for the forest and maybe some speckles of blue for the sky because they're all into astrology. I'm thinking not. Also, they're not white. That's unicorns. Weren't they brown? Okay, it's gray. It's gray with some brown. Honestly, I wish dyers would include like a little blurb about the inspiration behind their colors because I don't always get it. If you understand why this is these colors, let me know. But it's still pretty. I really like that. So that's nice. Maybe I'll do little short clippy things like filming from above and put it in with some music in the background as I complete a color. Maybe I'll like go back and forth between working on a color of this and working on the quilts. We'll see. So then the 5th for the other Harry Potter one, let me pull out the list that I have buried. Oops. Hopefully I will think to cut that out during editing. Anyways, okay. So the 5th on here is the Martyrs Map. Martyrs Map? Martyrs Map? I'm not quite sure how to say it. Okay, so I'm picturing brown. Brown with maybe some black for the like outlinings that are the shapes of the rooms. And maybe some red speckles. Because weren't like the names of the people on the map in red? We'll see. Okay, well I got brown right. And it does look like there's little bits of darker, like what should be black. Pretty. A lot lighter than I thought it would be, but still very pretty. I wish you could feel this yarn. It's so soft and squishy. It's very nice. Okay, well, I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Hey, baby, what are you doing? Rosie, you want to come say hi? Come say hi. Here, Rosie will come say hi. Say hi to the people. Say hi. Mom's home. Rosie is my neediest girl. She is one of the only ones allowed in the bedroom area. Yeah, Rosie and Sam, because otherwise they will stand at the gate and cry. Mom, let me in. Yes, I know. I know. Mom's my best friend. Okay. I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Bye. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sunset, it is just getting better on a blanket. Hi. Puppies are such delicate, fragile little things. Look at her just. Say hi, Hazley Paisley. She got a claw caught into one of her tangles, which need to brush out, and has been like this for about 5 minutes now, just like up against Oma. Yeah, but okay, so done 0 quilting, about to get to that. However, I did edit both videos, and I made some progress. So if Hazel will let me put her down. Hazley. No, I'm not for this. Hazel. Okay. This is the Hazel. She needs a little trim. She is Gracie's second to the last puppy ever. Yes, you are. Okay. There you go. Okay. So, I completely finished the day 4 color. No, sorry, day 2 color. And I started with the day 3 color. I also made a Battenberg square with it. So, hopefully going to continue working on that a little bit more today. And then the other thing is that the third sock in the Curious Handmade Secret Sock Society. So you purchase the club to begin with, and then you get 6 sock patterns, and they're released once a month. So this is sock pattern number 3, and it just got released last night, this morning, sometime in there. And I printed it out because I immediately thought of the perfect yarn in my stash that I wanted to use, and this is it. It is one from the set that I have been holding on to. It is the very first big yarn purchase I ever made. It was shortly before I got married, and I bought the entire like 8 or 10 skeins based off of Game of Thrones colors, and they're on a base with silk. And it was like super expensive. It was my first kind of experiences with hand dyed. I'd only bought like 1 or 2 hand dyed skeins. It was before I kind of became a yarn snob, so I'd only really been crocheting at that point. And when I crochet, I tend to use big box store acrylic based yarns because I think they look fine for crochet. Honestly, I think that they work great. The solid colors, they're nice to work with my crochet hook. I don't mind at all using acrylic yarns however, with knitting, I have never really used acrylic yarns. I tried Caron Simply Soft once and hated it. I struggled so much with it. And that's my go-to crochet yarn, so I thought I would like love it. But no, didn't like it. So for knitting, I am a bit of a yarn snob. I will admit that. And I spend way too much on yarn for knitting, but whatever, it is what it is, you know. Could be doing worse things in life. Anyways, so this is one, I think the color, I forget what it's called because its tag has disappeared. It might be like the Pack Survives or something. I'm pretty sure it's like a Sansa based yarn. I have started multiple projects with this and it's just never been right. And as soon as I saw this one, I was like, these socks belong with this pattern. I hope. So my next attempt with this yarn will be these socks. And I'm going to try to find like a bag to put it in. I'm not going to start it right now because I'm doing Christmas in July and I'm trying to finish those family projects, but I want to keep those two together so I don't forget. So just thought I'd share that. I am now going to finish clearing off the desk because I knit instead of doing that. And then I am hoping to be able to set, no guarantees here, but I am hoping to be able to set up my the holder, it's like, I guess tripod, but it's not really a tripod, in a way that'll allow me to do a few short clips of doing some quilting. So we'll see how that goes, but I will be back shortly. Bye. You know, there is something I keep forgetting to say, and that is that I've decided July is Harry Potter's birthday month, right? And I have been attempting to reread the Harry Potter books multiple times over the course of the years, but I always get stuck at around book 5. I have decided while doing this crafting stuff that I am going to be listening to the Harry Potter audiobooks. So I'm about to put on the first one and listen to that while getting some quilting done. I might do something like quilt for 3 chapters, knit for a chapter, or something like that. It has to be heavily balanced towards my niece and nephew projects. But yeah, I forgot to say that I am hoping to make it through all 7 Harry Potter books this Christmas in July. So wish me luck, and I will keep you updated on that. I'll put in like little clips when I change books or something. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that now. I am such a procrastinator. Like, seriously, if there's a deadline, I will find any way to procrastinate. Well, I finally cleared off my table. It is almost 9 o'clock at night, and I came across one of the parts of a skein that my dogs had messed up, and so I spent a long time untangling that, and then I made a little Battenberg square from it. White dog hairs everywhere, but there we go. And here's what remains of the scrap that I saved. Totally worth my time, right? Anyways, so to make the Battenberg squares, I finally figured out why I requested that hook size, and it was so that I can make the Battenberg squares. And so this is my Gilmore Girls crochet hook that my husband got me for Christmas. It's very nice. Hi, James. James wants to say hi. Come say hi. Come say hi, Jamie. Well, the camera's this way. The camera's this way, Jamie. Okay, big boy. Okay, so I am going to actually start quilting now because the table is all the way cleared off. And I did figure out that I could get the sewing in frame. So I'm going to try to do that. If it's too bumpy and jumpy, I just won't put it in. But if so, I mean, it might be fun to have like a little sped up me filming a row on the quilt. What do you think, James? Should we do that? Yes, we should. Yes, we should. Okay, I will come back later. Bye. That's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. Here we go. All right. Now this Christmas, we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance, 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 come on. Dance. We're gonna dance, dance, have a good time. Dance, dance, all night long. We're gonna dance, dance, and have a good time. I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Oh, yeah. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. Hey guys, okay, it's 4 a.m. so I'm not gonna open day 6's yarns, but I've just finished the quilt top. Literally just finished sewing the last row. I haven't even opened it to look at it myself, so I thought I would open it with you guys. Okay, let's see. I did 2 time lapses. The second time lapse was that final row. So let's see. I mean, there's no way I can get this whole thing in, but oh my gosh. Oh, it looks so good. So good. It's so long. Jeez Louise, it feels like it's longer than it's supposed to be, but it probably isn't. I mean, it says, it's just a little bit taller than me. That's where I'm at. I'm 5'4", so anyways. And look, I got the corners so good. I used pens the whole time, and I am not normally a pen user, because I'm lazy, and I usually can get it close enough that it doesn't really matter. But since this was like a present for my nephew, and I really want him to love it, so I penned every single time. They look so good. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Okay, I'm gonna iron this tomorrow, and try to work on getting both his and his sister's maybe sandwiched. My husband told me he is going into the office tomorrow, so I will be here solo, and yeah, I'll get that done then. But oh my gosh, I cannot believe I got the quilt top done. That is a big check mark, because I'm supposed to be going back down to Fresno in like 3 days. So I have to finish both of the quilts by then. So this is a big step in that direction. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys more tomorrow. And I might try to get this edited really quick. We'll see. But yeah, talk to you guys later. Bye.